So I'm super pumped to release this podcast with Shammi. I was able to finally lock him down and get him in the studio to throw down and share his experiences and actually give quite a lot of information of how he's built his brand and to a following of over 7 million across all these platforms, which you could say is a quarter of Australia alone of just his following and the views. Well, yeah, that's another story of how many views he's receiving. So it was amazing. He gave a lot of information for everyone and myself. I learned so much, and we've had Shammi wearing LSKD for quite a few years now, and he shared a lot of thoughts as why he wears the brand, which was really cool and inspiring to us. That why he wears it, and how we went about to actually contact Shammi quite a few years ago, because we were huge fans ourselves of his content and love it, and gives us all those good times and has a lot of fun. So yeah, hope you guys get some value out of it. It was I surely got a lot. It was a super fun chat, and if you get anything, make sure you comment. Give us any information. We're really trying to throw down these every week and give back to our community as well. So yeah, hope you like it.
You were my voice when I could. I actually sound good in these. I don't know what I sound like in them, but
no, I can hear you. You sound great.
Oh, great! I was going to say in these, it sounds spot on.
You should have you auditioned?
Well, I thought this was it.
Well, I am. I got contacts.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to pass this on.
Perfect.
To my no, I don't. But it would have been cool if I did.
Have we started it?
Oh, yeah.
You were.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Actually, I'm like, fuck, what do we talk about today? I'm like, what's funny?
Probably depression, I'd say.
It is pretty shit. The world right now.
Yeah.
What's funny? I was only thinking today, I was telling some of the guys, I was like, I think I first messaged you like 4 years ago, and I was like, and I invited you to a ton of events. I remember the blob party, and I was like, Shammi, come, and I'd get 1 out of 10 responses. And then now, like, we're sitting here, and I'm like, people probably think, like, because we've been sending you product. I think it's probably 4 years.
Yeah.
And just sending you product because I suppose we just frothed off what you were doing.
Yeah,
in the
still
early
till
days.
this day, I get a heap of comments on my vlogs and stuff saying, "Oh, do you own LKI?" And
well, LSKD now.
Yeah,
It's changed.
LSKD now. Yeah. How long's it been like that?
Dude, it's 12 months.
12 months.
Yesterday.
Now. Yep.
Yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we changed the brand pretty much 12 months yesterday. But it was a big work in progress. We listened to the customers and our fans, and we worked with the team in the office and just abbreviated the word from Loose Kid Industries to Loose Kid, which is LSKD. So
awesome.
But it's been 12 months. We probably should do something for it, but we get so hectic. But
today's the year. Should we have a party?
Hey, well, you partied last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
Round 2. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, dude. Well, if anyone doesn't know, we're talking to Shammi with you got over 7 million followers.
Yeah, over 7 mil now. Yeah, between all platforms. Yeah,
that's crazy. More than a quarter of Australia.
Yeah, how many in Australia? 25, 28?
Yeah. I think it's about that. You do more. You'd create more media attention than Channel 7, Channel 9 sometimes, right?
You could say that. Hey, yeah.
That's funny. I mean, bro, how did it all start? Like, how did you get into this and becoming, turning, because you were a tradie, right?
I was a tradie, yeah,
What'd you
before
do?
all this. So I started off as a tiler.
Yeah.
And I sort of got over that by the end of my trade. And
so you're a trade, like you finished your trade?
Yeah, I finished a trade in tiling.
Yeah.
But then I didn't really enjoy it by the end of it. And I was working for a landscaping company.
Yeah.
And I asked him if I could get more into the machinery side of things. So like bobcats, excavators, and that sort of stuff. And enjoyed doing that. A year later, went up to the mines. I was in the mines for 2 years. And then, came back to Brisbane, was working in Brisbane for another 6 months. And that's when my social media sort of started taking off on me. I never really planned to do social media. Sort of just happened. I used to like just doing funny, quick videos, like 5 to 10 second videos on my Facebook. And that sort of started taking off on me. So I made a page just so I could keep that to my personal sort of self.
Yeah.
And a few videos on my page. I gained about 30,000 followers within the first month. And I was like, oh, cool. So then played it as a numbers game, really. Just enjoyed numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, just
And were you doing that while you were tiling as well, or was this after tiling?
So this is at the same time. So,
Yeah.
but I was working back in Brisbane now.
Yep.
And yeah, just in my arvos on my weekends, I'd just be doing dumb videos, and yeah, never really thought anything of it. I was just doing it because it was a hobby.
Yeah.
And yeah, after a bit, yeah, like I said, just started getting a few numbers in, and yeah, I think that's what motivated me to keep going.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't a while till any money or anything came in, but yeah, I sort of just
It's a funny thing,
chased
you
what I
don't get in
loved
it for
doing,
that,
yeah.
right? Like, you got in because it was fun and it was something you did that was
Yeah,
different.
definitely. Yeah, and it all happened pretty randomly, to be honest. And yeah, some cool opportunities came up, and then here I am today doing it as a job.
Yeah, that's dope. And
Yeah.
well, congrats, bro, because it's, I mean, I even love watching those videos. Like, I hang out for them because I don't know how you come up with that shit sometimes.
Yeah. That's the thing with, my sort of content too. I always try do a variety of things, not really the one thing. Because, I love it when the audience doesn't know what to expect. you know?
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
Well, you got me, bro.
Yeah. You
And-
almost had me then, actually, bringing the police into the office.
He really wanted you, right?
Yeah. Got a bit scared.
I'm
there, actually.
trying to replicate. No, I'm not. I'm far from that. Did you do this at school? Like, were you like that at school? Like, how was it? It's like.
Well, I don't think video cameras on phones were really actually, I left school in grade 10, so
Yeah.
maybe it came out
Between 10 and
those,
11.
yeah,
10,
those
11,
sort of
12.
grades. But not in school. I was always a class clown, and that's probably why I felt like I should move out of school, because I just kept getting in trouble, and I always wanted to do something big, like not necessarily social media or anything, but I always wanted to make money, and I'd always chase that.
Yeah.
That's why I left school and
Yeah.
went into a trade, and yeah.
Yeah, so did you start your apprenticeship in grade 10? Like when you left school?
Yeah,
cool.
correct. So I finished my trade by 20. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So you were quite young too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, dude, how many videos have you made to this day? Like, how many views have you had in total in all your videos? Like, how many?
It would have to be like a few billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've had some big videos. There's been a couple times I've done videos over 100 mil. So
Yeah, wow.
And then yeah. Even,
And did you plan for it to get that? Like, did you have in your head, or did you just be like, let's just make this and let's just have fun with it and see where it goes?
Yeah, at the start, I didn't plan it at all. I'd just have fun with it and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like I come up with an idea and I sort of know what's going to take off.
Yeah.
And sort of with the edit and that sort of stuff as well. You just,
Yeah.
you know how to really produce it.
Yeah.
And then,
Which takes time. I mean, it's like
For sure,
you're building we're building a brand, and we're
Yeah.
learning, and we've made plenty of mistakes along the journey, and
Yeah.
still learning, and even with the new LSKD direction, and knowing how we want to inspire people to chase the vibe, and it's like what you're doing too. Like, you're creating an audience and
Yep.
and inspiring them to create fun content.
Yeah,
really,
definitely.
like
And constantly learning too. Yeah.
yeah. And how did how do you come up with a concept? Like, what do you do? How do you? I mean. I'm personally interested in this. No one's asked me this question because I know a few people asked me to ask some questions. But how do you come up with your ideas? Because you're creating videos every single day. Like,
Now I am. Yeah, I'm back into the routine of filming every day.
Yeah.
I had a little, not so much a break there, but I had focuses in other things. I was focusing on a few of my other business ventures, but now I've come more back to content and really trying to build this again.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Back to the question, what was it?
Hey, it's all good. We can go off track. No, how do you come up with it? Like, what do you do when you plan a video? Does it just randomly come when you plan it? Like, do you have a list of videos you want to do, 100 miles long?
Yeah, I've literally got a list of hundreds of videos. It's just some videos take a lot longer than others, and I don't really know how I come up with it. Hey, my mind just doesn't stop thinking.
Yeah.
Like if I'm walking in a place, I'll sort of see something happen, and I'll just get the idea and I'll jot it in my notes on my phone, and maybe one day you'll just look at that idea and go, hey, I feel like filming this.
And just go and film it.
But I've got a lot of random ideas. Hey,
That's great. And I mean, because really, that's super entrepreneurial to like take action, right? Because going and filming content of yourself and making it happen, were you nervous at first when you did it? Like, were you nervous when you first started? Because I remember when you first started filming, because I was following you back then, and we just started sending you product.
Yep.
When you was your girlfriend back then,
Yeah,
and you're like
yeah.
pushing her in the water. I remember those videos.
Yeah, that was a bit controversial. Yeah, but
I don't even know, but I just remember those. Like, were you nervous when you first started filming everything to get yourself out there, or did you just kind of just go, you know what?
A little bit, yeah. Because back then I was doing a lot more public videos. These days, it's a bit harder to do that in the public these days because a lot of the younger people know me these days. But I guess, going up to people, and I was trying to make the videos go well. So when I was doing these videos, I was going up to some scary looking people sometimes. And definitely nervous back then, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that want to probably do that. I mean, even we're going through journey, even myself, like building and learning how to build a podcast, it's not easy. So, to see how many videos you've made and you're like constantly creating content, it's probably that thing where, I mean, you've just got to you just do it. It's in your blood. You didn't even care,
sure.
right? Like,
yeah, exactly. There's still some videos like that you will get nervous, you know. For example, the one I did, how to get into a festival for free. You just don't know what's going to happen. Especially me. I couldn't see a thing. So I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. Being in a bin where the security's going to open it, you're just like, oh shit, what's going to happen here? Am I going to get out in cuffs or...
before.
yeah. So ideas like that, you still get nervous, but...
and then nervous to share your content? Like to what people think too?
Nah,
did you never care about that?
Not at all, nah. I just do what I enjoy doing, and if I think the video's worth posting, then I've posted it for a reason, you know?
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah.
Did you get him for free this year or did you pay?
No, actually, I paid, but Justin actually got in for free. My brother.
Did you sneak in, Josh?
No, we just, we went this year for just a day.
Yeah.
And, I think we just confused him a lot. He was saying, oh, how do I buy a day ticket? She's like, oh, I go over there. He's like, oh, can I just buy it? And she's like, just go in.
Perfect. Thanks, Splendor.
Yeah.
Hey, that video got millions of views. Like,
it went pretty well, that one.
Yeah. It was epic.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, I personally like that one.
Yeah, it was good.
They're the sort of videos I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate sometimes because the ones that go super viral, it's not your most creative ideas, but the reason I think they do go so viral is because people can relate to them more.
Yeah.
Where when you're using a bit of your creativity and stuff, there's some people that don't really understand the humor you're going for and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, I guess I think that's why the iPhone ones go a bit more viral because...
It's more organic too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. And what is your favourite video to this date?
My favourite video?
Like that you...
Never really stopped and thought about this.
I just thought about asking it then. Don't worry.
They're all so good. No, I'm joking.
I had to pause then. I'm like, he's confident. He knows what's up.
What? A lot of people probably didn't like this one, but I personally thought it was quite funny. Pretending to give my brother a car. I thought that was pretty funny, but not many other people thought it was funny.
I thought it was great.
It's just, when you've got that brother relationship and you just, it was one of them times, but a lot of the comments didn't agree.
Hey, it's I thought it was good. And are you still getting those little balls out of your air vents?
Oh man, they don't stop. Hey, a lot of people are like, oh, how's it gonna harm your car? But it's like they do not understand. Every time you put the brake on from under the seat, there's another one come out, or the aircon vent, you put the demister on, boom, another one. It doesn't stop.
The first thing I thought about is they probably never close the aircon vents.
Oh, they didn't.
No,
nah, they didn't. We've even got videos of turning the aircon on and
that was a good video. He got you good though.
Yeah,
he got you really good.
Didn't enjoy that one.
And I mean, like at the beginning, I suppose, because I know it was you and Jackson that really kind of built that following together. How did that come about? How did you boys meet and become mates and start filming together?
Long story short, it was in a male strip club.
It happens, right? The beat?
Yeah. The thing is, it's not even a joke when I say that. But,
I didn't think it was either.
Yeah. We met pretty much we started videos at the same time. Well, online anyway.
Yeah.
And we sort of both had about 20,000 followers at the time. And we just kept getting tagged in each other's videos. We sort of said, oh, let's link up. So I went down to Sydney, went to a festival together, got on pretty well.
Yeah.
And then just decided to film, yeah.
Yeah, wow. So you met through socials pretty much.
Socials, yeah. Oh, friends of friends. Like, we had friends that knew each other. And then we just hung out and
That's cool.
And ever since we sort of done videos together, they've always went pretty well.
Yeah. I always see where everyone's like, where's Jackson and Shammi's next video?
Yeah.
You guys built such a core following from that. Like, they were super funny, like what you guys did. It was cool.
Yeah. The more you move on, it's like you both have so many offers and different sort of things.
Yeah.
And so you part away a bit. Like Jackson was overseas for almost a year there.
Yeah.
And then I had my own things here, and it's not that you're not mates or anything. It's just you've got a lot going on for your personal brand, you know.
Oh, you guys get offered things so much.
Yeah.
You've got to keep you guys are constantly evolving as a brand. You can't stay in one place at once.
Yeah,
You're traveling so much.
And a lot of our audience is like international, you know, like America, UK. I think my biggest following is actually America.
Is it really?
Yeah. Makes sense though, because how many people there are there?
Yeah, 100%. Are you planning on going back?
Definitely, yeah. I want to go back. I was going to go this year, but I'm going to save it till next year now. I just want to get a bit on top of things here first before I do so. But yeah, definitely want to travel.
Yeah, that's cool. Mm-hmm. That's cool. And I mean, how, I suppose, I've had this kind of, how did you and Jackson, what was your, I suppose, when you got on the news, because you guys had to go to court together, right? Was that video?
No, that was one of Jackson's videos where I think that was a silly salmon one. But we have been to... oh,
that's right.
Yeah, we've been to court a few times over different sort of videos. But nothing too major.
Yeah.
It's just been like public nuisance fines or... Yeah, just little fines.
Yeah. I actually had someone ask me before about your YouTube following and how you built it. Is that it? Like, how did you build your YouTube following? I mean, we don't even have a YouTube following, so I don't even, how did you actually ask you for advice the other day?
That's an interesting question because I'm trying to figure out how to build my YouTube a bit more, you know? Because, I've always done so well on Facebook and going pretty good on Instagram now. I'm still trying to study YouTube a bit more to grow it, but yeah, funny question. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, one of the boys asked me, how did he build his YouTube following? I mean, you've got 600 and something thousand followers on YouTube channels.
It's not too bad, but I feel like I just skyrocketed on Facebook.
Yeah,
and I want to sort of learn how to do the same on YouTube. You know? Yeah, I'm still learning it all.
Oh, that's good. And have you started TikTok yet? It's the thing right now.
I downloaded the app. I think I've put one video up, but there's too many things these days. You know?
You've got to cut the content up. Every little piece of channel. He's going to keep you busy, Justin.
Just when you think you're going so well, another thing opens. You're like, oh man, I really don't have the.
Where do you think TikTok's going to go? Do you reckon it's going to be big?
In all honesty with you, I haven't had much time to actually look too much into it.
Yeah.
But I have looked up some of the numbers it's pulling in and stuff through Google, and yeah, it's quite amazing.
Yeah.
I think it could be the next thing.
Yeah, I know we're working on advertising on TikTok and we've just started one, and obviously you can see how big it is, especially I think for that youth market.
I think I looked it up. It has over 600 million users or something like that, or downloads. Yeah, I'm not sure the exact.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's definitely. I think everyone's talking. It's the next Facebook, Instagram. I mean, even from an advertising side as well, from an ads platform, it's meant to be the next kind of the big thing. So.
Yeah, I think TikTok's. I've noticed a lot of the younger sort of audience as well.
Yeah, the next generation.
Yeah. So it's definitely interesting.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes over the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's something I'm really trying to do these days too. Is target a bit of the younger audience as well.
Yeah.
It's just to keep.
Well, I think it's the next generation coming through, right? Like
exactly,
your audience has grown with you, and then you've got to. It's the same as a brand. You've got to keep that. Next generation coming through as your brand grows, and you can you keep trying to build up the youth to come into your brand when they get to that age, and that's cool.
Yeah
you're literally thinking it from a strategy perspective as well, right?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Well, with all that sort of stuff, I want to get into management as well.
Yep.
So up and comers, because I've got the knowledge and I know how to connect with brands and all that sort of stuff. So yeah,
that's cool. Are you looking after anyone at the moment?
yeah, but just
helping.
Yeah, just sort of help
advice
at the moment. Yeah.
Can you give me some advice?
Yeah, of course.
Cool, thanks.
Of course.
Definitely always need advice.
Probably call me though, because you know what I'm like with messages.
Yeah, I will.
I'm not too good with them.
I'll go through Josh and I'll be like, bro, can you
yeah.
can you tell Shammi to answer his phone?
That's actually why I messaged you the other day. I was like, oh shit, I fully forgot.
Yeah, this is like the fourth take to get him on the podcast.
Yeah. Just got so much on my mind, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's cool. I mean, you weren't even late today, right?
Yeah. Just 40 minutes. Hey, better
it's all good.
Better late than never.
Hey, we're stoked to have you here. I mean, I had this question because we don't really. I didn't start this to talk about the brand, but with LSKD and you've worn the brand so much and it's been authentic and organic. Like it has never been a paid deal. So if anyone is listening to this, we've never paid you to wear the product. I mean, what made you want to wear it? Like, I mean, and I've never asked you this question either. Mm-hmm. So like, what made you want to wear LSKD or Loose Kid from that perspective? From, I suppose, anyone trying to even grow their brands and get product onto influential people around the world. Like, what made you want to wear LSKD when we started contacting you and sending you product? Like,
well, first of all, I love the clothes.
Thanks.
That's always a start.
Yeah.
And then I liked your approach. Yep. So a lot of people still till this day approach you going, hey, can I send you 2 shirts? All I ask is if you do this and this and yeah, that just really makes me roll my eyes. Where you sort of just said, hey, can I send you some stuff? And it was more your approach. Yeah, I really loved it. And then we built a friendship rather than just a brand deal. It was a friendship. And and I also just love the clothes, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Sick,
I think it's totally right. I think people probably underestimate the power of just building a genuine friendship. Like, I mean, we've been so lucky to have so many amazing people wear the brand. And, for us, it's not like, hey, well, you need to do this and this. It's like we're stoked that they're wearing the product and they love it. And at the same time, it's, if they're wearing it, they're wearing it. I mean, we're stoked when you're wearing it you're getting 1 million views, but we're not forcing you. We're like, cool, you like the product. If you don't like it, it's all good. Like, we're not trying to force it upon. I think people probably miss that point, actually, is
definitely
building genuine, just as much as it's social media and it's communicating, you're still talking to them like you're their friend and building a genuine relationship with someone.
Exactly, yeah. Where, I think sometimes too, if someone was to send you something and then they're wanting everything, the shout out, all this stuff. Yeah. You'll just wear it that once and then you'll be like, they want too much.
Yeah.
Where like, look how much I wear.
Oh, yeah, we're stoked. We're like, check Shammi, you got 1 million views. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm constantly wearing it because, it's just like you don't have, how would I say it? Sort of like to-dos with it. You can just wear it like freely and proudly, And
I think, and it's funny, I think probably growing up, racing moto and trying to be a professional athlete and seeing that, I think a lot of people still forget that there's that authenticity around building relationships offline to online. Because it was funny, I was saying to Isaac how we met. I was like, Shammi never answered his phones or messages for the first 3 years. I think we're at a Boxing Day party. I think we were in the Valley and I was with a crew of buddies.
I remember that.
And then and I met you through Lockie because Lockie was always helping when he was filming your stuff. And I met you in the club.
Yep.
And then that's how we actually met.
In Brisbane. Yeah.
And that's how we started talking. And then that's how it kind of kicked off.
So hadn't I replied to you before?
Oh, you had. And we talked, but we'd never actually connected and caught up. And, and I think it's funny, like, people probably expect something straight away. We were just stoked you were wearing it. And we'd never even met properly, just talked over, I think, Messenger or DM or something like that. And then I think we met properly when we were at the club. Yeah. Like, oh, hey, man.
I'm sure we would have been healthy.
Yeah. There was a few beers.
Yeah.
Just a few. Boxing Day. So, no, it was cool. Hey, appreciate that answer.
Nothing's really changed, though, hey, with the messaging. Even my mum, my brothers, they're just like, freaking reply to the message. I'm like, I'm so bad with it.
Oh, and you know what? I think if like someone, even that side, or even someone trying to grow their brand or business, it's like, don't expect replies from people all the time. Like if they are busy, like we do it all the time, and we're trying to connect with people constantly to try and get our brand out there. And might be 6 months later, we get a response and we're like, oh, cool. Like, and
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on. They're busy. They have stuff going on, and it happens, and it
Yeah,
happens to everyone.
exactly.
So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's next for you? What's
next?
What's the next few months ahead for Shammi? And
Oh, so
This
many
film-
things, so short time, you know, like I've got so many things I want to do. Eventually I want to lead this all into real estate. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds funny, but I want to, do like renovations online and then like use that as a selling point as well, do live auctions. But that's
that's cool.
that's a down the track sort of plan.
Will you do the tiling too? Will we see you do tiling
I'll jump in, do all the work as well. Yeah.
in a G-string?
Yeah. Just sort of bring the comedic side to house renovations and all that
cool.
sort of stuff. That's where I want to lead into. But for now, I'm just having heaps of fun doing viral content.
Yeah.
It's really, like getting my creative side out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm loving doing it still. And like I said before, get into sort of managing up and comers.
That's cool. And how much work is involved with what you do? Because people probably don't realize you're probably up all hours of the night, you know, creating, editing, making things happen. Like it's not a 9 to 5 job, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a constant, you know.
100%.
Like-
especially if you're trying to do this as a proper business and you're trying to take it to the next level or step.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like my mind's constantly moving. I'll film by day, like edit by night. But even so, I'll like wake up and then I'll study. I'll listen to speeches. I'll just look online for a lot of different ways to better yourself, better your business, all that sort of stuff as well, you know.
Yeah. That's why you were late today. You were filming, right?
Yeah,
You're actually working.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. It's not like I just woke up late.
No. And I'm looking forward to that video. It'll be funny.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, for any up and comers, like, you know, trying to, you know, build their social media following to, you know, building a personal brand, you know, I mean, especially how far you've come in, you know, from coming from a tiler to this, it's, you know, it's phenomenal. Like it wasn't like you were, you know, you were already a photographer, editor, videographer when you built it. Have you got any advice for anyone like up and coming, trying to get their name out there from any aspect?
Yeah. Probably just don't do it because you think it's easy work, how it might come across sometimes. Like a lot of people might just look at people on Instagram holding, you know, I don't know, whatever, some brand, and then getting paid $100 for it. I do that a few times a week. Like, do it because you've got the passion for it. Like, if you're a model, like, don't just be doing it to get followers or free product and all that. Like, yeah,
you got to have a passion behind something.
Yeah, I think that's why it's worked so well for me, because I never did it to try be who I am right now.
Yeah.
Which is very cool that it has happened like that.
Yeah,
and I've got a lot more knowledge for what I am doing and how to build it bigger and better, you know. But yeah, I never got into it for the business side, you know.
Yeah. It's kind of evolved into that.
Yeah. And I always had fun doing it, you know. It's not like, you
didn't think, oh, I'm going to turn this into a job. All of a sudden, it started monetizing for you, and it's like, oh wow, this could be a career. I'm actually going to work harder on this again.
I think if you're going to do it, just make sure you're having fun with it, you know.
Yeah,
and that's
great
when you'll
advice.
achieve. Yeah, don't go after a month of filming, go, oh, I'm getting no views, I've got no subscribers. Well, obviously you don't like it enough, you know. You shouldn't be doing it all just for people or attention. Like if
you're doing,
if you enjoy doing it, then that won't matter too much.
That'll come.
That'll come, exactly.
Yeah. And how long did you do it before you actually started getting views? You said you got to 20,000 followers. Did it take a while before people started tacking on to?
Yeah, definitely. So I was doing just it was around the time. Do you remember Vine?
Yeah,
it was actually a platform for 6-second videos.
Yeah,
and I was doing videos at that time, but I was just posting it on my personal Facebook. For about a year before I made my page. Yeah, and then
it started growing from there. So you went Vine and then Facebook and then Instagram.
I never actually went Vine. I just got inspired by those videos
and then used it for Facebook.
And then I was just posting them on my personal Facebook.
Yeah. How many years have you been doing it exactly now? Like how long has it been?
It'd be about 5 years now. Yeah.
That grew quick.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's probably no one in Australia doing that kind of stuff. You guys would have been first to market.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
really?
Yeah, it was
It just got you said
still till this day, actually.
There's not really, is there?
There's not too many people going hard at it.
Nah. No, you boys go hard.
Hopefully, we can make a bit of a change to that, like inspire.
We
a
can
lot
kind
more
of see you
people,
guys are
know?
bringing, like you said, you're kind of taking it away from the public and doing it to yourselves as well to kind of bring that positive aspect to it as well.
For sure, definitely. Yeah.
What about that one on the road where you tied
The road. Oh, Fallon on the road.
Fallon on the
That
road?
was a funny video, actually. When
Did you plan all that? Like, I think that's probably something like.
Yeah.
You guys don't always know what's going to happen, right? Like that's the thing with these videos. They're not always all planned. It's just an idea and you go and do it, right?
Yeah, for sure. So like we were talking about it before, how do I come up with ideas and stuff? It's sort of on the list. And when the time comes right, you just, you put it into action. And the time came right. Tied him up, put him
And
on.
Fallon didn't know, right?
No. And tied him up to the main road there. And I was like, oh, cool. We left him there for about half an hour, then took him out and stuff. But with that video, I was going to edit it up that night and then post the next day. But people driving past were actually filming on their phone. And they'd be sending them into other social platforms, Unilad and all this.
Oh, really?
And then they actually posted the video just on an iPhone drive-by. And I was like, oh, no. So quickly...
Everyone has taken your own content.
Yeah. So, my good idea is now being stolen by everyone and posted. So I was like, oh, shit. So I jumped on the computer, quickly just did a very rough
You've been
edit.
rushing that edit.
Yeah, and just chucked it up there and then. And,
Yeah, really?
Yeah, and then all the news channels sort of covered that as well. Project had a laugh.
They don't realize it builds your brand more too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. And I mean, do you have a crew that you film with all the time, or do you kind of like you have a crew that you're always creating content with constantly, or how does that?
It sort of is like that now. My brothers have jumped on board as well, and they're all enjoying the content creation. So we've got better structure now, where before it was just like film whenever, whatever. Yeah. But I think it's when
it's almost like you're treating it like work now, right? Like you're
definitely,
getting up
I think when you're trying to be a bit more consistent, that's when you got to treat it more like work,
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool, bro.
Cheers. Yeah.
Man, we cracked on a lot, didn't we? We talked about a lot.
How long have we been going for?
Oh, I don't even know. 30 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Shit, that's good. Should we chat more?
Yeah, let's chat more.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to know about LSKD.
LSKD?
What's the future plans? What's coming up?
I'm getting interviewed by Shammi. Shit.
All right.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right, it's my fault. Okay, let's. Hey, man, heaps. I mean, it's been 12 months since we changed to LSKD, and I mean, we used to we used to make everything. We used to make gloves, life jackets. We used to do a bunch of stuff, and like you said, you're constantly learning. We stopped making all that stuff about 12 months ago and said, let's just be the best clothing brand. Mm-hmm. And from my heritage of racing motocross, surfing, going to music fest, doing it all, it was like, hey, this is a reflection of what I did growing up. And it was all about chasing that vibe, but having a good time with friends.
Do you feel like you had too many focuses?
100%, bro. 100%. I think I was doing way too much and just kind of, and then found a lot of good mentors around me and helped me slow down and go, hang on, let's focus on clothing only. Yeah. And the last 12 months has been phenomenal in change and growth in terms of where we're going. I mean, we now have an amazing denim collection. Our sports products from fitness is doing really well. And just that kind of focus on the product that we can spend time on instead of going, holy shit, we've got to focus on this category, this category, this category, this category. Yeah. Well, this is our category and this is where we're playing. And that taught me a lot. I mean, for me, it started exactly like you. It started as just a word, as just
a bit of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, hey, that's loose. Hey, kid.
Yeah.
And it was literally a word.
Oh, that's how it started.
That's how it started. It was literally, it came off the back. I suppose it was a high school nickname. So the word was something in high school, and I suppose I had a lot of fun at school too. And I went to grade 12 because it was fun, but I didn't, and I wasn't the most academic student either. I'm not, I was in numeracy in class. And
obviously not loose, kid.
I wasn't that loose, but it was just a word, to be honest. And it kind of grew from there. And when I was, I think we did make some t-shirts back then. So it's been a long journey for us too. And, made some hats, and it was just a lot of fun.
Over 10 years now, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think in 2010, 10, 11 is when it, when it really started. I went full time with it as another apprenticeship, and
Awesome.
I was a carpenter as well. So, I was
Yep.
a chippy, and didn't have any design skills. I still don't.
Yeah.
I have really good people that can do that, and I have
Got a
the
good
vision,
team.
and an amazing team. And I think it was, I don't know everything, but it was just about learning on the job and finding out ways and dealing with China and suppliers and traveling to China and learning from scratch and how to deal with a factory and build a relationship to, rocking up to a retailer and selling clothes to them. And, I was getting my part-time designer back then to, because we couldn't afford to have a full-time designer to design me a catalog, and I'd be jumping on the road in between going to races and rocking up at retail stores and showing them a catalog going, please buy my shirts, like.
I was actually
my
going to ask
shirts.
that. I was going to say, because e-com or social media wasn't as big back then, so I was
No.
actually going to ask that question, how
Bro, no,
you took off.
it's funny. Hey, this is like, I'm getting interviewed. This is cool.
Yeah,
I'm being put on the spot like this.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Hey, like back then, and I think I was, how old was I? 21, 22, I think. And yeah, there wasn't. I don't even think Facebook was really around. It was MySpace, and it was magazine print ads. And, we just literally just jumped on the road. And I remember traveling with my little brother up to North Queensland, and I'd take a week off work and just stopping at retailers trying to sell t-shirts and just hustling, like going hard and just trying to get the brand out there.
Yeah.
And, I was really lucky, that, Marissa, my mom, she would do the account side, so I could focus on all the, growing it. But we just put everything on the credit card and went hard and literally just whatever we could to get it off the ground. It was kind of like there was no choice. There's no second chances. This is my job, and this is where I'm going, and I'm not fucking stopping for nothing, and I'm not working on the job site anymore. So I was like, it was fun working with the boys, but I'm like, this is not it.
Good decision.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Well done, man.
Thanks, bro.
That's
So,
awesome.
and where it's going, we're, I think, like you said, like e-commerce has been a phenomenal channel for us, and it's really helped us to expand the brand, to grow international sales. And, we have huge plans as a brand. We're constantly signing new ambassadors and helping expand the brand, to really trying to focus on people that align with our mission and inspiring people to chase the vibe. We want to be not just a t-shirt company or, that sells, denim, tees, fitness wear, or, any clothing side. We also want to be that brand of choice that, I'm at my happiest when I'm training, in the gym or mountain biking or hiking or with friends or family or, my wife and my little one. Like, that's when I'm my happiest. So we want to be that change when, people are traveling or they're going to do something and they're going to chase the vibe. They're like, I want to wear LSKD to take that, I want to buy that tee or buy that backpack to go travel with and even create some content and share my journey.
That's awesome.
And I think that's, the evolving over time is, where we're really pushing and taking the brand to really focus on our mission internally and give back to the community. And
awesome.
So the products are,
we were just talking about that before.
Yeah.
About charity work and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, now we're on the mic. You never actually told me what we're doing with that.
With the charity?
The cop sort of walked in and...
with the chat. Well, we do a lot of charity stuff for cystic fibrosis.
No, I think you said I was going to do something, shoot. Or was there something I was going to do? Or...
What was it? Oh, yeah. We're going to throw you on the hoop. We got this. Yeah, we're going to throw you on the new basketball hoop, and we're going to do a shoot for charity. So we kind of made it up on the spot. My buddy Kirby told me about it. He's like, we should throw this down, and so we're going to give you three pointers.
Okay,
we haven't made it up. We're going to donate, like, if you get it from the furthest back of, I don't know, 2
shots. A lot
shots.
of people actually mistaken me for a basketball player.
Have they? You're pretty tall.
Yeah, I didn't tell you. I'm not actually a player.
You are today.
Yes. Sweet.
So we're going to do some charity stuff. If you get it in, we'll donate a certain amount of cystic fibrosis from
sweet.
each different position.
And if I miss it all?
You're donating.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
I just made that up.
It's like a bet.
Yeah. But yeah, we want to kind of get behind, same thing. We get behind charities as well.
That's
a fair
awesome,
bit.
yeah.
And like,
Cool.
it's like people don't talk about it a lot because I suppose you're not trying to do it for that sales perspective.
Yeah.
You're doing it because it's a passion. And
of course, yeah.
My cousin has cystic fibrosis. So we do a lot of things for him. And
what exactly is that?
I was going to say, so cystic fibrosis is something in the lungs that affects your lung function, and it's like a mucus that builds up into the lungs, which a lot of people with cystic fibrosis end up having to have lung transplants because their lung function is quite low. I don't know the inner details, but my little cousin, who's had it since a kid, he would probably hate me. I think he's 28 now, so he's doing awesome. So he just had a little baby, and he's a legend.
Sick.
So we've raised you know, it's funny. Remember we did the Beats and Eats, and we're doing another one coming up in January in a local cafe, just around the corner from our office. But remember that night I invited you to the Beats and Eats, and I'm like, Shammi, you should come along to my Beats and Eats. I invited Lockie, and you guys showed up on a Wednesday night.
2 weeks earlier or something.
2 weeks early. And the office was open. I was in a meeting. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and you just walked into the office and it was open. I forgot to lock it.
The worst thing is I planned around this as well.
You dressed up in tutus or something?
Yeah. And because back then I'd actually do all my work by night.
Yeah.
I just could focus better. And so I like worked around this event, rocked up and just dead. And we're like,
where's this Beats and Eats? Isn't there an event, Lockie?
He looks at the date. It's like 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, it was a Friday, not even a Wednesday night. And you rocked up. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, well, you can come to the next one in January.
Yeah. I might just get the date from you myself.
I'll call you.
I won't trust Lockie on this one.
Yeah, no, not this time. But yeah, hey, well, bro, thanks heaps for coming. Really appreciate it, man. And thanks for sharing a lot of information. I think people underestimate how much work goes in behind the scenes to do what you do. You know, it's super entrepreneurial. It's a big job. And even just to share content, it's a big thing. You know, we all get scared to share content. So
yeah, definitely.
You know, from that side. So yeah, you're doing awesome, bro.
Cheers, brother.
I love your
You
content.
too, man.
Thanks heaps.
Awesome.
You.